What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the vlog. Doesn't seem to be much of a vlog channel anymore. It's been like 2 months since I uploaded a video. Mainly because, to be honest, I haven't really felt the need or the desire to put on the camera, but here we are today. It's been an interesting few months. I feel like story of my life, a lot has happened, but at the end of the day, nothing has happened. Where do I even begin? So, in a few vlogs ago, you may have remembered me talking about the prospect of me purchasing a business from a friend who was looking to retire and running that as my primary source of income. I guess a bit of backstory, it's a company that my bike dad owns. He is getting older and he's been running it for the past 15 years and he just wants to retire. It was a very interesting business, a very interesting opportunity for me. And I learned about it like maybe November last year, so quite a while back. And since then, I've been taking small steady steps to work towards acquiring this business. And in the past few months, we were sort of getting to the tip of the iceberg, or the tipping point of us actually doing it. So I had a long chat with Vicky about it, and we both decided that this is a good opportunity. It's something that we wanted to do, and so we brought on an accountant, a broker, and a financial advisor, and we had so many meetings, just sort of strategizing how we were going to do this, and we came to the conclusion that we're actually going to do it, and if we're going to do it, we need to take on a business loan. So we applied for a business loan, and the banks came back to us and said, yep, we'll give you the money, 100% of the loan, at a pretty low interest rate, much lower than what we thought. And prior to this, I was stressing out because I was like, crap, what if they just say no? Like, on paper, I look like a bum. I haven't been working full time for so long, and my career has been all over the place. So I was scared that the bank was just going to say no. But when they did say yes, I was surprised. The broker was surprised, the accountant was surprised, but we're like, yeah, we'll take it. Awesome. So that was a big weight off our shoulders, and it seemed like acquiring this business was going to be a reality. At the same time, I was on the field with Gary, who owns a business, meeting the suppliers, meeting the customers. He was teaching me how to drive a manual vehicle because that was required.
Jumping off the car. Yeah, that wasn't good. You're jumping off the truck too quick.
And it was all becoming a reality, right? I set up Xero so I could do my finances. I set up my company email address. I ordered business cards. And we were getting to the point where it was just a race against time because we had a date in mind of when we wanted the handover to be, being the start of a new financial year, just so it's a nice clean slate for everyone. So it was just go, go, go. We're all heading towards this. And on the day that I received my business cards, I also received an email from the broker. And it went something like, unfortunately, due to what is happening in the industry regarding the avian flu in Australia, the banks have decided to withdraw their offer for the loan. So for a bit of context, this business is in the poultry industry. It's been running consistently for the past 15 years. The only thing that could jeopardize it is the unlikely case of a plague or bird flu. And it just so happens that in Australia right now, bird flu has hit, both in Melbourne and New South Wales. So, of course, the bank is going to withdraw their offer because they have to protect themselves. And now it's just all up in the air. So this all happened maybe a week, 2 weeks ago. And it sucks. It really does suck. To be honest, I feel like I've been like grieving. I feel like I'm experiencing a breakup with a partner. Like every now and then I see a van on the road and I feel like a pang in my heart. Or I open the fridge and I look at chicken eggs and I'm just like, just everything reminds me of her, man. So the past 2 days have been interesting. It really does suck. I feel like the emotional investment, all the time and effort that I've put, and we've all put into this over the past however many months, we're just sort of getting to that point of it happening, and then this happens and it's just sort of swept, like taken away from me. And I just feel like I can't help but feel that I'm being blue-balled by nature. So that's been what's on my mind lately. I have thought about like filming vlogs throughout the process, but I think a part of me was afraid, afraid of getting my own hopes up or getting everyone's hopes up and saying like, oh, this is gonna happen, this happened, next step is this, it's gonna be sick, and then at the chance of it not happening. So I was sort of holding off. And to be honest, I'm glad that I did. Because yeah, it just sucks. I feel bad because I was sort of keeping it low key, and I've only told close friends and family about it. But in like the days leading up to handover date, I was sort of telling everyone, I was like, oh, next week's gonna be sick, next week's gonna be lit, this is gonna happen, my whole life's gonna change, it's gonna be a good setup for everything else that I want to do. And then now, yeah, this happened, so it's a bit ironic. And it sucks. I think I've been hearing a lot of people say that it's a blessing in disguise. And I get it. I can appreciate that. I agree. Like, if, let's say I did take out this loan and then the business went under and I'd be in massive debt, yeah, I'd be fucked. So yeah, 100%, I get that. It still sucks though. It still sucks. But yeah, I guess like right now, so what's happening is, yes, bird flu's in Victoria, yes, bird flu's in Sydney. It hasn't affected the business, but it has affected the bank's appetite to loan out money. So right now, what I am sort of processing is that it's a no right now. I'm unable to acquire this business right now, but the reality is Gary's still old, Gary still wants to retire, and if it's not now, maybe in a year's time. Maybe in a few years' time, we'll be at the same spot and we can do this whole thing all over again. So, in the meantime, like when I was sort of grieving, and I think I'm still grieving, but I've accepted what's happening. But in the like last week, I was thinking about shit. What do I do now? Like I was so ready to be my own, like to own my own business, and I've always thought about either running this business and using the revenue to start up a coffee business or coffee cart business. So some of you viewers know that my dream is to one day open up a space, coffee, food, customer motorcycles, inclusivity, community, that whole vibe. And I rationalized that a coffee cart would be the first step towards that. So I was thinking, okay, how am I going to do that? And then option B was I make chili oil on the side. I don't eat it anymore because it just ruins my gut, but a lot of my friends and family love it, and I've been thinking about for a while that it's actually a very marketable idea, a marketable product. So how much would it cost to actually start that up? And I guess in this process, and over the past few months, I've had to sort of think about how viable a business is, or what makes a business viable. So I guess that's a skill that I've acquired over the past few weeks. But at the end of the day, I guess what I've realized is that the coffee cart business and also the chili oil or chili sauce business, those are side hustles. Like they're passion projects. I'm gonna sink money into it, and if I do make any money out of it, it's going to be very little. And that's different to what this poultry business was going to be, because that was going to be my breadwinner, which sucks. So what I've decided right now is to just double down on what I'm doing currently, and that's just continue working at the cafe. So I've taken up more shifts there, working at the cafe, and then doing some freelance jobs wherever I can. So I'm currently also doing some freelance video editing, which is something that I should be doing right now, but I'm procrastinating. But yeah, that's it, guys. I've been enjoying working at the cafe. I've actually honestly really been enjoying being in a service role, like in the service industry, and I've been thinking lately that it's such a shame that baristas, waiters, waitresses, bartenders, people in the hospital industry, it's such a shame that it's seen as an entry level job, because I really do feel that if you are passionate about serving people and if you're passionate about customer service, then it has so much value. Like you could really refine your craft in what you do and really just like bless someone's day. And it's just a shame that it's an entry level role, and there's not many incentives for people to stay in that role. And it really annoys me when I go to cafes and restaurants and I see people in service roles who obviously look like that they don't want to be there, or they're not passionate about serving people, because it's like, mate, like why are you here? It's not like this is a great paying job. You could earn more doing something else. Why are you choosing to put yourself through this and also be a disservice to other people? I'm just ranting right now. But yeah, look, I'm really enjoying working at the cafe right now. We get smashed. It's a busy cafe. I'm starting to learn more about coffee, getting better for each shift, and yeah, it's good. I'm enjoying that, and I think I'm enjoying that for the moment. It's just been so turbulent, over the past few days. So many things have happened, and my focus has shifted to so many different things. Or I feel like I've had to shift my focus to different things. But for now, getting more coffee experience and just working more, saving a bit more money to one day save up for this coffee cart idea, which will be a side hustle. is what my current trajectory is, what my current goal is, which is exciting. Something that I've realized about myself is that if I don't have a trajectory, if I don't have a goal in mind, I go crazy, man. Like I feel like a lost soul. I feel like a wandering fart if I don't have a trajectory. And when this egg business, when that whole sort of possibility went out of the window, I was sort of left floating with no trajectory and no goal, and that really did a number on me. So it feels good to sort of take some time and just re-strategize and be like, all right, let's pivot, let's work on this for now, and put this in the back burner. So yeah, that's all been happening. And on top of it all, this is very recent news. We found out that Rufus, our dog, has cancer or a tumor. So like a month ago, we noticed that he was biting his tail, like the base of his tail, and we saw that there was like a little scratch or like a little wound, and so we saw it and we thought it was a bit strange. Maybe they were playing rough. So we just put a cone on him so that he would stop licking it, and it would like spray the wound with like a disinfectant spray that we have for pets. We're not like putting Dettol on him. So yeah, we sort of did that and monitored him, and we noticed over the next few weeks it turned into like quite a big bump. So we thought that was weird. So we took him to the vet, and he had it surgically removed, and they sent it off for tests. And I think maybe like a few days ago, we got the call from the vet, like at 7 p.m. And they said that it's a malignant mast cell tumor, which doesn't sound very good at all, and we're all a little bit worried. So yeah, right now we've booked another appointment to take him into the vet and to see a specialist and see what our options are. But yeah, hopefully it's all good. Hopefully it hasn't spread to any other part of his body, and then it's just we just have to put him through some chemo to get rid of the bump on his tail, and he'll live a long happy life. But yeah, it's all pretty fresh, and it's interesting how like life is just relentless, you know, with the good and the bad. It just piles it on. I know earlier before I was saying that I was getting annoyed when people were saying, oh, if you look on the bright side. And I think that's mainly because the reality was that I wasn't ready to be happy again, if that makes sense. It's like I wanted time to grieve. And I think there's a difference between optimism or like looking on the bright side and gratitude. And I don't know if that really makes sense, but it's interesting. One thing I am grateful for is that with Rufus, we don't have pet insurance, but we have set aside money just in case something does happen. And obviously Rufus is family to us, so I'm grateful that we are able to take him into these appointments and get him checked out. And it's a few $1,000s here and there, but we are able to make that decision and be like, yeah, this is important to us. Let's take him in. Let's make sure that he gets all the attention that he needs, and we know what our options are. So I'm really grateful for that. And I'm also really grateful that with this business, at least the business wasn't impacted. The only thing that was impacted was the bank's appetite. So I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for the opportunities ahead. And yeah, I'm just gonna keep going at it. I feel like my approach to life recently, something that I've been thinking a lot is that there's things in life that you can't control. Things just happen to you, right? There's so many things that are out of your control. And for me, at least, what I like to focus on is things that I can control or things that I can make a change to better my life, to better the life around us. And so right now, the choice that I'm choosing is to just keep working and improve my craft, and in the meantime, just clean the house and make this place not so friggin' damn cold. So you know what's funny? We're in the thick of winter, and recently we've had 0 degrees days. That's Celsius, by the way. And it made me think. Look, it's been cold as shit, right? But it made me think that on a recent video, I had a comment of this person in Russia, basically saying that all I do is mope and complain, and that it gets a lot colder in Europe or in Russia or in other parts of the world. And to that I say, bro, whatever, it's not a competition, you're missing the point. All I'm saying is that I'm cold, okay? So, yeah, I don't really know what I'm getting at. Funny thing, I'm not sure if you guys know, when I first started this YouTube channel, it's because I knew, or me and Vicky knew, that the next few months or years would be me mainly spending time at home and being a stay-at-home house husband, hence the name Alan at Home. And for a while I thought I was going to get out of that and start owning a business and working more, but it looks like I'm back there, and look, whatever man, I'm happy with it. I bought a massive rug. Well, we bought a massive rug because, as I said, this house is like one of those houses where it's colder inside than it is outside. And in summer, somehow it's hotter inside than it is outside. It's the worst. So we bought a massive rug. We thought we'd just transform the space, make the space a bit more nicer, make it a bit more comfortable for the dogs. And yeah, let's see how we go. You know, this time around, I thought that we'd take a bit of a chance and go with a green rug, because we wanted something that was still light colored, because it gets pretty dark in this room. And I don't know, I just had a feeling that green would do well with the dark wooden floors, sort of bring out the greenery of the plants. So it was a bit of a risk. Hopefully it pays off. Let's have a look. I think I like it. You don't really see many green rugs, do you? I was thinking, if I could redo everything, I would have done like a more modern design, but we have Persian rugs all over the house, so just wanted to keep it the same. Alright guys, that's it for today. Thanks so much for watching. I'll keep you guys updated. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.